Hey, welcome to Vibrant Life, episode 36. My name is Jessica Parker. I'm a holistic health coach with a master's in health psychology and a fitness instructor. So today I want to talk about the controversial issue of the vid. I am going to be speaking in code so I don't get this removed. But I am in Oregon. Today is January 23rd, 2022. I will say that it was a chilly, foggy day, but I was blessed by being able to go hiking with one of my dear friends, and we got up and out of the fog. So it was beautiful. Hiking is one of my very favorite things to do. We have some amazing places in Oregon to hike, and it's so nice to get out and see people just like breathing fresh air and like smiling without their faces being covered. So it was wonderful, and it always kind of like allows you to forget a little bit about, what is going on. So what is going on is in Oregon, we are facing a potential permanent mandate for the face coverings. And that will be this week that we're going to find that out. It's a little crazy to even say it because we're one of the only states that are still doing it. So it's a little crazy. And I've spent a little bit of time looking at statistics in Oregon compared to other states. And for one, statistics are very, very easily manipulated. And you really have to stop and look at what is this in front of me? What am I looking at? What are they trying to say? Who's trying to say it? That's extremely important. And you have to remember that obviously, like, every state is different and the sizes are different and demographics are different. And so in terms of like cases per million, like we are low, like, we're in the lower half. So then the three-letter agency that starts with a C just came out and said, well, actually those things that you guys have been wearing don't work, which most of us have been like, well, yeah, we know. Well, now they're saying, well, you have to wear the more heavy duty, I'm not going to say what they're called, but those ones that are like way more heavy duty for professional use, whatever. I'm sorry, but no, not like this far into the game. And you keep on changing it. You've changed it from the very get-go. I don't think so, people. So they're admitting that they don't work. They're admitting that if you've had it and recovered, so you have the natural stuff, that actually far and above trumps the sauce that you get in your arm. We already knew that, and that's common sense, and that's how it works. But, we have to keep people in fear. So that's another thing. I had it, I tested, and I have the antibodies. Where is the attention on that? Where is it? I mean, you're not even like really allowed to say it, which is bizarre. The third thing I'm going to mention is diet and lifestyle. And that's something else that this three-letter agency has admitted. Oh yeah, like, obesity, diet and lifestyle matter. Yeah, they matter. We've been saying that. People like me have been saying that this whole time. And with Oregon statistics, it actually, if you go to, the CDC talks about obesity worsening outcomes from the vid, may triple the risk of hospitalizations. It's linked to impaired immune system. It decreases lung capacity and reserve, and can make ventilation more difficult, which you shouldn't be on a ventilator, guys. Sorry, that statistically, your risk factors, your rate of death increases like multiple times over, and you should be getting oxygen, but you shouldn't be on a ventilator. Something to look into. Do your own research. And then I was going to tell you Oregon. Okay, so risk factors. So in Oregon, the report I'm looking at is from Oregon.gov, OHA, Oregon Health Authority. So 70% of risk factors are related to underlying conditions, which actually it's 70%, but there's also 10.2% where it's unknown, whatever that means. And then the rest is no. But then the other conditions are travel, which is 5.5, congregate living 4.3, healthcare worker 3.7, direct patient care, which I can't even read. I can't even see that little number actually. So it looks like it's point something, 0.6. It's very little. So why aren't we talking about all of that? We're encouraging people to, stay inside and Netflix and chill and order out, but there's been little to no talk about this. And actually, people are bribing people to get, the powers that be are bribing people to get the sauce with donuts and free pizza and free hamburgers and fries. Like, wasn't it Mayor of New York sat there and stuffed his face with hamburgers and fries, oh yeah, like it was appalling. And look at these statistics. So I also shared a statistic the other day about kids and activity level, and it went from like 13% getting enough, like what's considered appropriate, which I probably wouldn't even agree it's even enough, but 13%, which is atrocious and sad and alarming, to like 9%. That's a huge problem. It's quite scary, and we really need to be focusing on this stuff. So natural immunity, diet and lifestyle. One thing that I've really noticed going through our Oregon statistics is that it's just all about cases. Let's look at cases from this side. Let's look at cases from that side. Let's stand upside down on our head and look at cases. Let's look at cases from age groups and sex and race and all the things. But we're not talking about how mild the variant is. We're not talking about death rates. But I will tell you that they're going down, which we know. And it's one of those things where if you look, instead of listening to what people are telling you, if you look at the data yourself, I would conclude, oh, this is really good that people are just getting this mild version and recovering and having this natural immunity, because there are risks involved with the sauce. And they're telling us daily that the sauce isn't even working. It doesn't even touch this current version. So what's the point? What's the point, right? Well, if you have not already gone to the website, I'm not going to say it, but I'll spell it. It's an acronym, VAERS. Then that's where you can see the reactions and then like the people who are no longer with us, and it's astronomical. I've heard some pretty horrible things from people like, oh, just hypochondriacs. Well, I personally know people who have been impacted by it, and a lot of people don't want to talk about it because they're going to be labeled a certain thing. So, I mean, we really need to stop that. It needs to stop being politicized. It needs to stop being like us against them or whatever. We really need to come together and figure this out. So I'm quite concerned about immune systems at this point. And, we're not giving our immune systems a chance to be strong because, the sauce, then you have like sanitizing the crap out of everything and the face coverings and all that. If our immune systems are not challenged, then they become weaker. I mean, we see that with, certain medications and, antibiotics and stuff. We create superbugs, right? Well, and part of that is just the fact that we're not able to fight things off. Right now, I can tell you how many people I know who are ill with something, and I just feel like it's more than usual. Granted, this is just my personal observation, but I'm not in the slightest bit surprised at all because of what people have been doing. Stress and fear weaken the immune system. This 3-letter agency actually has said that. It's actually on their website. But what are we doing? Fear porn nonstop. It's on everything. It's everywhere. It's on movies. It's on TV. It's like there's a store for the vid. I've seen that shared on social media. There's a store for it. Like let's get into this culture that we're creating, and it's all about fear, and it's all about anger and stress and like blaming other people and pointing fingers where it doesn't even make any sense. You know, there was a gal that was yelling at a guy on a plane, and he was not wearing a face thing. He was eating, but she sat there yelling and like spewing at not just him, but everyone else without her own face covering because he didn't have one on. I mean, people are losing their marbles, and it's weird. It's just weird, and I'm over it. So my whole point is that, you know, we really need to stop being divided and blaming each other for things. We need to stop listening to what we're being told. I mean, it really feels like a movie where it's like, you want me to eat this apple that you're bringing to me? Oh, and trust you? Okay. Like, none of what you've said is working. None of what you said is helping. And people are like, you know, against each other, and everything's weird, but I'm just going to listen to everything that you say, you know. It's time to stop. It's time to actually do your own research. I know it can be daunting and confusing. One thing that I think is very important is that people, you know, if you're looking into some statistics, look into multiple sources. Look into, you know, always get another opinion, get many opinions, and really like sit down and like try to pick it apart. What does this mean? Who's telling me this? Where's the money behind the study? Because so much of what I see is just like double speak and these fluffy words that are like confusing and just kind of distracting. And pretty soon, you know, the topic isn't even being talked about, but you're freaked out, you know. So really stop, breathe, talk to other people about it. Just compare it to like actual logic, you know. And at this point, things have changed a lot. We have learned some things, and we need to take all of that into account and consideration. So if you're in Oregon, go online and look with these mandates that we're facing this week. There's still time to say something about it. So if you just go online and type in like Oregon permanent, you know what, mandate, like the face covering mandate, you will find things, you will find places to go. I also know that there's like some rallies coming up. So get involved. It is not time to sit back. As a mom, I just feel like, you know, if there's a hill, this is it. I'm not willing to just sit back and go, oh, it'll be fine. Oh, we just need to be nice to other people. Oh, you know, because it doesn't make sense, and it's getting worse in ways. And the people who are fine with everything going on, pretty soon you're not going to be fine with things going on, because they're going to come after things that actually matter to you as well. The writing's on the wall, history repeats, and maybe you need to do some research into history as well. All right, you guys, have a great evening. You can find me at thatvibrantlife.com, Facebook, That Vibrant Life, and Instagram, _Vibrant Life.
Yeah.